Hello, and welcome back to Archives of Orabelle Daily, the podcast asking you to support the arts, and by arts, I mean me. Today is June 6th, equal to Gemini 17th. Books are available on Amazon. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and hit that subscribe button for more great stories right in your feed. June 6th. 1985 is the date the grave of Wolfgang Gerhard is opened in Embu, Brazil. The exhumed remains are later proven to be those of Joseph Mengele, Auschwitz Angel of Death. Mengele is thought to have drowned while swimming in February of 1979. In the magical wonderland of Orabelle, our mermaid began educating children on the LGBT community. I'm Dylan Foley, and this is Archives of Orabelle. Beyond our world, there is love. Beyond our world, there is war. Beyond our world, there is life. Beyond our world, there is Orabelle. Gemini 17th, 5985, FY, Orabelle year, equal to June 6th, 1985, AD, Earth year. On Gemini 17th, 5985, mermaid Siera Orabelle began touring schools to educate children on the LGBT community in Orabelle. She used her own past as an example in her talks, as a way to spread awareness about the importance of being true to yourself and to navigate a healthy plan to come out of the closet. Siera grew up in the mermaid city of Kabbalah, raised by Diana and Irving Marianas. When she was 13, she came out as a lesbian to her very strict and traditional parents. They went through an adjusting period and decided to work things out, and Siera's mother, Diana, insisted on sending Siera to a boarding school to cure her. Siera's brother and sister never visited her or talked to her after she came out of the closet. She tried to reach out because she missed them deeply, but they turned her down, telling her that she was not part of their family. Diana kept visiting her daughter at the school about once a month, but those visits were slowly reduced. 6 months passed, and contact with her family ceased altogether. Now 14, Siera decided to seek out her biological father. She had been the product of an affair her mother had years ago. Diana refused to give any information, forcing Siera to perform her own investigation. Siera's biological father turned out to be a former boss of Diana's, named Oshara Orabelle. He was the son of the owner of Ace Show Mechanics, and Diana was his assistant. Siera surprised Oshara on his doorstep. She told him who her mother was and said that she might be his daughter. Oshara admitted that he always knew about Siera, but kept his distance out of respect to Diana. He took her in and introduced her to his wife. On dying, they accepted Siera immediately and treated her like a member of the family. Because this new family was so new to her, Siera went back to pretending to be straight around them. She'd lost her last family because she came out and didn't want to lose this second family as well. Over the next few years, Siera became closer to the Orabelles. Oshara and Undine always wanted to be around. Her half-brothers just grew up to know her as their big sister, so to them, she was just the big sister. Undine was wonderful. Early on, Undine sat Siera down and told her that she was her husband's daughter. That meant that she would love Siera like her own child, and promised her to never treat her differently than her own sons. And Undine kept her promise. They took Siera with them on their vacations. They even gave her a room at their house with a set of keys, and told the teenage mermaid that she was always welcome to live there if she wanted. Though she had known her second family for years, Siera still hadn't come out to them. She turned the offer to live with the Orabelles down, because she was afraid that they might find out that she was a lesbian if she lived with them. The Orabelles, not at all put off about her decision not to live with them, threw Siera a party for her 18th birthday. Siera waited all day for Diana to contact her over a magic mirror, but no call ever came. Undine found Siera crying. Siera came out to her that night. The pair talked for a long time. Undine never once behaved irrationally with the news. Siera ended up falling asleep in her arms. When Siera awoke, she was still there, awake and holding her in her arms. At that time, Siera asked permission to call Undine her mother. Undine was surprised. Then the tears came. Then she said she wanted nothing more in her life, so they cried a little with each other. But Undine warned that Osiris might not be as accepting about Siera's sexuality. The duty of telling her biological father would be left up to Siera to make. But Undine promised Osiris's reaction would not change her stance on the issue. Siera realized she was betraying herself by carrying on the act that she was straight with some members of her family, but not all of them. If she was truly going to be out of the closet, she had to be out to everyone. So Siera met with Osiris and told him the truth. Osiris admitted that he didn't know much about the gay lifestyle or community. He'd always been against the idea because he was told by people loving someone of the same sex was sinful and impure. He'd never known anyone who was gay. Siera volunteered to educate him. So that's the tale of how Siera started to spread awareness about the LGBT community in Fabella. What started with her father continued to her neighborhood, city, nation, and the world. She was awarded the $59.99 Bastet Prize for Prosperity and recognized for guiding millions of people out of the shadows and into the light. That's going to do it for us today. Subscribe now to get more new episodes right in your feed. Rate and review the podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Send your questions to archivesoffabella@gmail.com. Archives of Fabella is created, produced, and hosted by Dylan Foley, with music by Garrett Ferris and audio books are available on Amazon in ebook and paperback. As always, look outside of what is possible and think about what might be.